Hello and welcome to this B News election special. I'm B News Director Rich Hosford. As we approach the April 9th town meeting, town election, we're talking to the candidates from the Board of Selectmen. There are 3 candidates for 2 seats, and we're inviting them each in for one-on-one discussions. And right now we are joined by Virginia Mooney.
Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in. And Virginia, she's been a town meeting member for 41 years and was also on the Board of Selectmen from 1988 to 1991. So
Correct.
just sort of talk about your past and all your service. You've got a whole list here of things that you've done. So just talk about sort of some of the things that you've done to.
Have you got 6 months?
No, we don't.
No, I did. I served town meeting, and I am still serving town meeting for the next few years. And I just enjoy being a town meeting member. I think it's all part of Burlington and part of Burlington. I love Burlington anyway. And not only that, you keep up with everything, and you know everyone, and you get to meet people. And it's been an interesting situation for me. Yeah.
That helps keep you busy, and yeah, and you've definitely done a lot with a bunch of different groups. So what are you seeing now? What's kind of something going on in town that's sort of inspiring you to get into the race this year?
Well, I believe it's the Middlesex Turnpike, for instance, and getting that Middlesex Turnpike, and also Route 3 too. That's a bad one there. And I'm sort of feeling sorry for the people in Bedford because they're having a real tough time over there, So
we're talking about the traffic.
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody will know I'm talking about traffic. But the state has said that they were going to do some work there. And I'd like to see, what I would like to do is, and I will do, is to call for it, if I'm elected, to be called for a 2-year moratorium on building. Not homes, nothing to do with the homes, just the industry and commercial and so forth, until they start work on those roads up there and get some relief for the people in Burlington. Not only that, for the people around Burlington, surrounding us. So I mean, it's something I want to do and I will do, is call for a moratorium for 2 years. So that's what I want to do for that. And it's been terrible. I know I go down there all the time to the market, and you go down around 4:30 and then after that you forget it. You can't get through there, It's impossible. And early in the morning, of course, for people going to work and so forth. But it's just a bottleneck there, and you can't do anything. They have the policemen down there, but they're doing as good a job as they can, but it's still impossible.
Well, do you have any idea? What would you like to see them do as far as
they've
improvements?
said they were going to come in and redo the road. 128, make the connections different and so forth, and the ramps, change the middle of the ramps and so forth to make it a better,
Yeah, they want to realign that intersection.
They want to realign, do things that will help move that traffic through. If we're going to have it, there's no question, You say you build it, they're going to come, and that's true,
Now, because the way that the tax rate works in Burlington, the split, the residents usually end up paying quite a bit less. The commercial side pays more. Are you concerned that a moratorium on building would affect sort of like the growth of the town?
No, it won't affect the growth of the town. We've got so many things on the boards right now to be built, and you won't stop those. Those are already okayed, and the planning board and so forth, and the selectmen. You can't do that, but you can stop right from there on and say, this is a moratorium now. No more building commercial, industrial in that area for 2 years until the state starts working on the roads.
They fix that, fix the roads.
It would help, and if they don't, then you can extend it. It isn't something that you can't extend. But it has nothing to do with building homes and that sort of thing. We want our homes here, We want the people here. So, no, we're only limited to that.
Okay. And one of the other things, in that same line, as far as new building, new business, is the town has in the last few years really upped the number of liquor licenses available.
Well, we've updated too many restaurants too. I mean, they just, they're
take it away.
Some of them have had to up and leave because they just can't stay. They can't make it in the town. There's just too much competition. So it's not. Sometimes it is the cost of having it. For how much it costs for the leases and so forth. But basically, it's competition. They can't take the competition, and they can't stay in business. So
When you say they, are you talking about the smaller business?
any business.
Yeah.
We've had some bigger businesses leave, restaurants and so forth that went out, not big ones, some of them that have come in here just lately, but some good businesses. We've lost some good people too, in those businesses. They've been loyal and so forth all the years, and then they just couldn't make it. You get too much competition. And that's what we got to do, slow down on that and less competition there so that the people that are in there now reasonably could stay for a while, And I see that you could see in the next couple of years that some of those are going to close too. And we rely too much on the food tax. I don't think we should have, I don't believe we should be relying so much on a food tax. What I had said for years, we should be working on getting commercial and industrial in the town instead of building these huge office buildings that sometimes don't even have anyone in them, So it's kind of a shame in a way. But we need the jobs that people can have, ordinary people in town could have a job, or even surrounding towns could come in and have a decent job in industrial, commercial.
So you'd like to attract more like manufacturing type jobs?
Manufacturing,
things like that?
yeah, manufacturing. We lost a lot of that many years ago, back in the 1960s. We had some manufacturing companies and so forth, but then they left town. So, it's just a different, who's going to make it,
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of growth, but it is, I guess you could say it is more the service side
too much service. In fact, Governor prior to this one said that. He said we have too much service in this, around commercials, not commercial, but services for people. And he was thinking more on the industry and companies coming in that there would become good jobs, instead of servicing. There's no money in service.
All right.
We know that.
Another issue that's going to be before the Board of Selectmen, or has been and is sort of in the works, is the so-called friendly 40B projects. There's the, for the people watching, the town has to sort of maintain a certain number, a certain percentage of affordable housing units. If it drops below that, sort of opens up the gates for developers to come in and build units without as much oversight. There's two projects proposed, one in the district, one at Burlington Center, Corporate Drive. Have you had a chance to take a look at them? What are your thoughts on these friendly 40B projects?
Well, personally, I think we've got enough non-40B. What I'd like to see done is more senior housing or more low-income housing, because those are the people that come into the town and they're looking for low income, or they're looking for homes and places they can live, and they can't afford what they have coming in here now. They can't afford those apartments. And if you're making $700 or $500 a week, you can't afford what they pay for rents. They just can't do it. They can't do it.
Yeah,
I've talked to many people about it, and they've said, well, get some housing so we can, afford to come in, and they just don't have it.
So but either one of these projects or both of these projects, do you think that they should get the approval from the board, the affordable housing 40B projects?
Well, we're not under the 10 point something, right?
No, we are not yet, but there is a concern that after the next census we will be.
They will be.
Yeah.
And what are the other towns? Are any of them under? I mean, this is what the question is. What's going on in the other towns too?
Right.
Where are we there? As far as they're concerned. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a comparison between the towns. It's more like if Burlington goes under, would there be more people eager to jump in and try to build here, because so many people want to build here? I think might be kind of the thought. So switching over to another topic, there was a proposal recently there was a non-binding resolution in town meeting to stop the health insurance for elected officials, and then the Board of Selectmen, the chair, Mike Runyon, tried to bring it up, but it was no discussion was had. It didn't go anywhere. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are
it's been too long. For many years, I brought that up in 1978 to stop this, and there was only about 5 or 6 people on it at that time. Some were just former selectmen and so forth at that time. And I tried to stop it then. Now, that was 1978. Here it is, what, 2016, and nothing has been done. Off and on, that has been tried to be, over the years, to be done, to stop this. But no one has been able to stop them. So, as it is, now, you've got many people on it. And it was only supposed, they were going to stop it then. I have a tape on that, by the way, from the town meeting that happened. I was up talking, and Ferrara was the selectman at that time. And they tried to knock everything down, and then finally they said, after this, no more people will be put on the health program, and no more than what's on there now. As they go out and so forth, there'll be no more on there. No more on there. What do we got today?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think there's 9 active and 4 retired, or something along those lines.
It's just ballooned, and it's not supposed to. Here we are, we're going to pay for that too. And as time goes on, we shouldn't be paying for that. They shouldn't be on there. Those should be taken off that shouldn't be on there.
So even the ones that are currently receiving it? Because the proposal by Selectman Runyon was let everyone that's on it now stay on it, but no more going forward. But you think...
Well, I think some on there could be taken off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they all should be on there. And of course, I have to look at to see what I think. Yeah.
And finally, something that's come up both before the Selectmen and recently at the Planning Board is a look at the sidewalks in town. Some people, they like to walk. They want to get from one place to another without having to drive. And there's a lot of places in town that doesn't have sidewalks. The director of DPW pointed out just, the nice ones, the granite side ones.
The granite edging
how
and all that,
expensive it is. It's kind of really goes, can really add up quickly. Do you think that the town should sort of work to try to maintain more walkability?
I think they should too, but I don't think we should go into a debt for about $8 million dollars. And I think year by year we could get some money from town meeting to do this. I don't think we have to just jump on this all at once. We've got enough bonding. We're in bond debt now for the schools and so forth. So I think with the money they're telling us we have all this $1 million in this fund and that fund and so forth in the town, why aren't we taking a little bit of that money and putting it into the sidewalks?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to lose it. We're going to get it back the following year in taxes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like goes around in a circle. But yeah, I think we need to fix the sidewalks. I don't think that's a problem. I think we need to fix the sidewalks.
You say we can do it gradually over time, do a bit.
They had talked about that too, about doing so much with 1 year and then doing it again another year and everything. But I think they want to upfront a bond for $8 million. I don't see them going forward with something like that. I don't think town meeting would like them to go forward with something like that either.
Right.
Yeah.
There's too much at one time.
Yeah, but I wanted to see, yes, the sidewalks being done.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we're almost out of time, but what I'd like to do is, I know it goes quickly, is give you a camera and just sort of give you a 30 seconds to a minute just to sort of talk directly to the voters and tell them why they should come out and support you in this election.
Well, most of the people out there, I say generally speaking, know the name Virginia Mooney if they don't know me. And I've been on board for a long, long time. And I'm still fighting to get a seat on the Board of Selectmen. I was on there for 3 years, and I'd like to go back on and sort of put the finishing touches on what I should have had in the beginning, but I didn't. But I think also, there's a question here that I would like to also say while I'm talking here. I'd like to see the limit put on the Board of Selectmen, so that they only serve so many terms, and that's it. They've been on there, some of them were on there for about 20, 30 years. And you want to see new faces and new people, and that's what I'd like to see done too. And I want to thank you. Please come out and vote, and I hope you'll vote for me. Thank you very much.
All right, and just a reminder to everybody at home that the election is on Saturday, April 9th. The polls are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and people can vote at the high school in the gymnasium. And I would like to thank Virginia for coming in and speaking with us.
You're very welcome, because I don't like to be on television.
Well, you did really well. And everyone watching, thanks for tuning in.